Thank you.
All right. Next up today, we have Ramki Krishnan from VMware. Ramki, I'm pleased to welcome you. Over to you.
Thank you all. I'm Ramki Krishnan from VMware. I'm responsible for blockchain technology strategy. I'm very excited to be here today and talk about our VMware Blockchain Enterprise Ethereum tech preview. Let's take a quick look at our agenda. I will do a quick introduction to VMware Blockchain, then look at customers using VMware Blockchain, then talk about our enterprise Ethereum approach and features, and last, we'll touch upon an emerging use case around digital currency with accountable privacy working with a major economy central bank. So to really summarize what VMware Blockchain brings you is it brings innovation and robustness through various key capabilities: integrity, privacy, authentication, verifiability, performance, and extensible platforms, data operations, and enterprise-grade support. Let's take a deeper dive into the architecture, which enables delivering these key capabilities. First, let's start with the foundational layer. This layer has all the cool blockchain technology, the cryptography, the consensus mechanisms, the performance, enhancements of privacy features. Then we have the layer that abstracts away the complexity and enables multiple smart contracts to be run on the same blockchain. And importantly, multiple smart contract languages such as STAML and Solidity for Ethereum, of course, can be supported on the same platform. We enable this by designing the platform to be smart contract language agnostic and by providing virtual execution environments for running smart contracts. For the future, we're also looking at execution environments such as eea-eth, aligning with the broader Ethereum 2.0. Last, let's talk about the next layer, which shows the standard application interfaces that are provided so that application developers can use all the standard tools and APIs to develop decentralized apps or smart contracts that can be run on the platform. And the combination of all of this is what is the VMware Blockchain platform. Customers can then deploy the smart contracts or decentralized apps on the platform. Now let's take a look at some of our customers who are using VMware Blockchain. They've collaborated deeply with Broadridge Financials on the development of the distributed repo platform that is underpinned by VMware Blockchain. It's in production with over 35 billion in average daily volume. We've been collaborating deeply with Australian Securities Exchange on their Chess Plus application that's leveraging VMware Blockchain to modernizing their post-trade clearing and settlement platform that underpins the entire Australian equities market. And by the way, Chess Plus opened up to the industry-wide testing in November 2021. Also, ASX Symphony's product, which is a DLT as a service platform, is production ready. This is powered by VMware Blockchain, and it's a new line of business driving new revenue streams for them. Let's now take a look at VMware Blockchain Enterprise Ethereum approach and features. What you see here is a very simple deployment architecture, just simple topology with just two kinds of nodes. On the right side, we have replica nodes which hold the blockchain itself and provide the shared source of truth. On the left, we have the client nodes, which is what network participants and dApps interact with the replica network. Right? So let's take a look at how this architecture delivers the enterprise three Ps, privacy, permissioning, and performance. Right? On the replica nodes, on the consensus front, we have SBFT consensus, which is linear in compared to standard, IBFT. Standard IBFT is nonlinear order of n square, full mesh communication. This is a key element for performance, especially in geo-distributed deployments. The next is immediate transaction finality, right? There are no transaction pools, and this delivers superior performance. And last but not least, on the privacy and performance piece, we have an optimized variant of zero-knowledge proof verification. And at the client node, we have read-only cache, which delivers performance. We do not burden replica nodes, for example, for reading transaction receipts or block explorer type of functionality. Let's look at now our day two operations principles, right? I'd like to call out a couple of key features that are uniquely complex in the case of blockchain: capacity management and upgrades, right? As I mentioned earlier, blockchains are considered to be immutable, but there are use cases with high volumes of data. We are seeing use cases where it's terabytes of data per day. The data needs to be able to be pruned from the blockchain, but at the same time adhering to the principles of blockchain and doing it through consensus. Similarly with upgrades, rolling upgrades don't work for blockchain. The entire network needs to be upgraded while maintaining consensus. VMware Blockchain does this. With these comprehensive features, we help our customers manage and operate the systems effectively and seamlessly. Now let's look at where we are in the journey. We are currently in the enterprise Ethereum technical preview, right? And here is a quick summary of our features, correct? We have an easy to use enterprise Ethereum blockchain deployment, correct? With a JSON, RPC, HTTP, API, HTTP endpoint. Then we support CAS-free mode, aligning with standard enterprise Ethereum feature set. Then on the performance side, we support JSON RPC API batching, which essentially helps get the best performance out of the system. As you very well know, batching can be in several layers, and this one is right away the application batching. That means several transactions just go through, can be packed as a batch and just go through one consensus round, delivering the right performance. And next is on the observability side, we support all the JSON RPC API metrics, and last but not least, the block explorer. Right? Now on the ecosystem integration front, which is a critical piece as we are looking at a holistic solution, we support several wallets, MetaMask, right? Tools on the tools front, Hard Hat, and the whole ecosystem. Then on the integration libraries, we support the whole Web3 family, Web3J, Web3JS, etc. Essentially, completely aligning to public Ethereum. Now let's take a look at the emerging use case, digital currency with accountable privacy, or work with a major economy central bank. So essentially, as you can see, the heart of the solution is a distributed shared ledger, which is implemented by the EVM-compatible distributed ledger VMware Blockchain. This is a trusted ledger between central banks and commercial banks, right? To summarize what accountable privacy really means is below the privacy budget, they're anonymous, it's all anonymous, just like cash, right? Above the privacy budget, it's all like just nothing different than a standard bank account or credit card, as simple as that, no change, right? So let's look at the workflow, how this will look like. Right? The central bank, sets the tokenized currency policies, including privacy budgets and categories. Correct. Next, once these tokenized currency policies are set, right, The system is super easy to use. Users are assigned their privacy budgets, which are managed through Ethereum wallets on the smartphone, right? With the case of credit card as an example, you need a smartphone and you have a card. None of those is needed. It's super simple to use. It's all through a Ethereum wallet. Right? Next piece is the accountable privacy piece, right? Just to double click here, as you can see, users can transact here, right? As long as their privacy budget. So in this case, they have two users, each with a privacy budget of $500, right? And when one person is, current balance 100, and then, this person has a balance of 50. Now this person sends $20 to this person, right? While the transaction is recorded on the blockchain, there is nothing, you can't figure out anything from the transaction, not the from address, to address, or the details, nothing. It's completely private, right? Completely anonymous. Last but not least, what this overall results is in a overall cost reduction of the entire solution, because there's a distributed shared ledger which validates the transactions under the privacy budget, without being privy to the transaction details. Imagine the traditional system, you have each bank mentioned having their own database of users, right? That's the big saving. So overall cost reduction. With that, I'd like to recap very quickly. Essentially, we have a super easy to use enterprise Ethereum platform. We're already in trial with customers and partners, and we request you to help us kick the tires and contact us for more details. And thank you. And I know we finished a little bit early, but open to questions now.
Do we have any questions in the chat? I don't see any right now. Okay. Well, in the meantime, Ramki, is there anything else you'd like to cover? We still have a couple minutes left. Anything else you want to tell us about VMware or how to get involved? Just like you mentioned at the end here.
No, definitely. So basically, check us out. Like, one is our email, right? You have asked VMware Blockchain, correct? Send us an email for any questions, and please visit our website, right? To learn more about our blockchain, correct? Especially our journey with our, production journey with our other customers, right? Which we talked about, and of course, follow us on Twitter. And last but not least, we are actively hiring, please visit careers.vmware.com for that.
I do see a couple questions here. Actually, I'm not sure if you can see them, Ramki, but one of them was who assigns the privacy level, and can you expand on what the privacy budget is and who sets it?
I'll be happy to do that. Let me go back to that slide. So just going back, the tokenized, basically there is a policy set by the central bank on what the privacy budget should be, correct? Right. And essentially then there are two models, right? So while you set the budget, because we're still assuming the end users have the account with the commercial bank, they'll be actually assigning specific budget as per the policy. It's kind of a hierarchical model.
Okay, thank you very much. So the CBDC determines what the privacy level is that correct?
Sorry, can you go again?
Sorry, I was reading something in the chat here. Yeah, I think you answered that. Okay. Well, unless there is anything else, we will move on. Anything else you want to add, Ramki?
That's it.
All right, great. So we will now move on. And thank you very much, Ramki.